All right, welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Winfrey was more interested in the food. She's supposed to be here. But well, I said, let me be a good friend. Let me stand in for her on this one. It's fashion. And so that's why you understand why she should have been here. We've got Naia in the building. We're going to be talking about fashion. And she's here looking extremely lovely in this particular piece you have here. I don't know why it's not a unisex piece or something. This is beautiful. Naia, you're welcome. It's great to have you. Let's talk about your inroads into fashion here. How did this all start for you?
So fashion for me started with the need to want to create my own pieces.
Okay.
So growing up, my mom was a seamstress at some point, and she used to make like little dresses for me. And also in my adult years, I decided to learn to make my own pieces myself. I liked the idea of being able to create your own pieces. So when I just started, I would make these designs where I would use like Ankara, I'll cut out like Ankara motifs and use it to design like plain fabrics.
Okay.
And then I would wear it to like church and, within my community. And, people ask me, where did you get this from? I really like it. This is unique and all. And they started asking how much would you charge to make this for me. And that was when I really thought that, okay, maybe this could go beyond being just a hobby. I could really make it into something. Thank you.
So that very organic in such a way that feedback was what helped you, move up into it and all of that. And that was how it started. When did you start doing it? When did you start making? What year did you start making money from it professionally?
So professionally, about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Because
that's that COVID era or something.
Yes. Because even after I decided to, start doing it as a business, I then felt that I needed to go gather some knowledge. I had initially just learned from a roadside tailor. Yes, I did not get professional knowledge. So I then went back to fashion school.
Oh.
I learned pattern making and all the technicalities involved in
what
dressmaking.
What impact did that have in your career as a fashion designer, that going back to fashion school?
Oh yeah, I have a better eye. I had a better eye for fashion, and then after that, I also worked in fashion. Okay. I worked in production management. I worked as a stylist and a buyer in retail. Okay. So I sort of got a well-rounded experience in fashion, and I was doing all of that while also running my brand. So
wonderful.
I have developed, these past 5 years have been a great learning curve for me in fashion, because I got to learn from both the back end and, the front, seeing how, women shop and, it's like the whole process from the beginning, from conception to when the client finally purchases the item. So yeah,
wonderful. All right.
My journey
so we'll get one of your stylists now. One of the models will come very soon. Now, just before or while they are coming up, let's talk about your own. So some people give their designs names. Does this have a name? What is this style? This particular one you're wearing?
Yes. So this dress is called Ziba dress. So this is actually inspired by that starting point for me, because something like this is what I really used to love doing, placing like fabric, like print fabric on plain fabric, just to create a very visually appealing contrast. Okay. Right. So yeah, that's
what material. This is
ashoke, and it's on cotton.
Beautiful.
Soft cotton fabric.
This thing is so nice. All right, let's talk about this wonderful piece here that we are seeing here. Let's take a look at this piece. What inspired this particular style, what we see here now?
So this dress is the perfect representation of the naia woman. So the naia woman is a sophisticated woman who values elegance and authenticity. So now you see that the silhouette of the dress is very simple, but it has detailing. Now those lines you see on the dress, they were all sewn individually.
And I love the tassels. What's that called?
Exactly, tassels.
Tassels,
yeah. So the tassels were added to add some fun, a little bit of fun and movement to the dress.
Yeah. It looks lovely, and she carries it quite well and all of that. It's where can someone wear this sort of dress to?
You can wear it to like a dinner party. You can wear it for like an awards event. It's pretty much an event dress. It's an evening dress.
It's an evening dress. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. We'll get to talk about the next design that you have here. Yeah. But just before, how does your model work? Do people tell you what they want and then you create a piece for them, or you already have pieces where people can ideate from, like they can pick it and say, okay, I want something? Do you already have ready-made pieces down, or you bespoke in that way?
I have pieces that people pick from. So sometimes, once in a while, you have a client that will say, okay, this is sleeveless, or I don't like my arm showing. Can you make this with sleeves? And then, so things like that. But the designs are they're already made.
Okay, let's get to see the next design now. This is a wonderful, wonderful piece. Lovely piece. I love it. Let's get to see the next design now. Okay. I love the tassels. I always wanted to have a tassel shoe and all of that because
that would be nice.
I love the way it comes out, and on that dress, it does look lovely. All right, wonderful.
Thank you
now,
so much.
All right, now we have something up quite next there. Tell us about this one. What's the inspiration behind this one?
So this was one of the very last pieces we made in the collection.
Okay.
As you can see, we have pieces of different ashoke fabrics on it. So we try as much to be sustainable and to reduce waste. And so this inspiration came from a piece we had made before. We had made the style before, but then we put together the pieces that were left over from every piece of ashoke you see on that dress was made on a different dress. So we sort of used the fabric that was left to create the patterns, the motifs on it.
Wonderful.
To create this pattern, yeah.
Wonderful. I like that. Yeah. So it's the idea of as much as possible reducing, the waste as it were. And you call them the Naia woman. That's the brand, the Naia woman.
The brand is called House of Naia.
House of Naia, yeah, but the woman is called
Naia
the Naia woman. Wonderful.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about going into the male?
Oh yes, I actually do intend to expand into that at some point. Yeah.
But is it the women that buy the most? When you look at the market, or people say that it's the men that buy for the women the most. So who are the customers the most? Are they the women themselves or the men?
Well, I think it's both. Because you're right. The men do buy a lot for the women.
For the women.
And the women buy a lot too.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And so scaling up, where do you see House of Naia in the next 5, maybe 10 years? How far do you think? And okay, just before that, what is it like? Is there a market for some of these materials outside the country, outside the shores of this country? Do people get to order outside the country?
Oh yes, definitely. So I partner with some retailers that have their clientele base outside the country, and we do have some orders coming from there. We have a lot of orders coming from there.
Good. So in the next 5-10 years, would we be able to say fashion in Nigeria can get up to that stage where we can say, oh yes, there's a New York Fashion Week, there's the Milan Fashion Week, can we also talk about on the same level? Not like there's a Nigerian Fashion Week and there are different fashion shows and all of that and all that, but do you think as an industry, fashion has gotten to that point where we can be mentioned in the same breath as these ones?
Well, I think that we are getting there.
Okay.
I think that it's a process and we're on the way there. If you have, noticed as well that art generally, fashion, music, visual arts from Africa is being exported in large amounts across the world right now. It's being globally recognized across the world. So yeah, I think that we are on the way there.
But we are still a country whereby we have that import mentality. We love, there's that preference that's given to something that is over the shores. Are people really proud of made in Nigeria goods, made in Nigeria fashion? Because I think about it, and if we have corporate events, I've always thought about that. Why is it that when we want to go for a corporate event, we are dressed in somebody's traditional attire?
True.
The suit and the tie is someone's tradition, and for us it is corporate. Shouldn't corporate be our own tradition? Which is why I think about the House of Reps and all of that. I think about the way they go. You dress in what people have come to call the senator now, as it were, and the agbada. Shouldn't our own attire be corporate, be the norm? Not when our corporate is someone else's tradition.
I totally agree with that. I think that should be a thing. But I do think that there has been a shift lately when it comes to the recognition of African fashion. And there are so many brands these days that are kind of blending that modernity and contemporary aesthetic with the African fashion. So you're seeing blazers made in ashoke that you can actually wear to work. You're seeing like adire fabric being used in corporate settings, and I think that is gradually being accepted. Okay,
wonderful. Winfrey has just been distracting me. In fact, wait, I'll get back to you. But wonderful. You see, just something I want to use and round up here. As it
Okay.
is, being a fashion designer, what is the most challenging thing doing business here as a fashion designer in these climes?
Okay. In these climes, I really don't want to sing the song of the economy, but
If it is, it is. The economy is the economy is doing. It is what it is.
but for a creative,
Yeah.
I would think that I would say that the most challenging thing is sometimes, a lot of times, is trying to balance that creativity with running a business here in Nigeria. Sometimes, you know, the business moves fast, fashion moves very fast, and you're trying to keep up with that while also trying to stay creative, because you don't want to become monotonous, you don't want to remain in the same space, in the same creative space. So you're trying, while you're trying to evolve and trying to, you know, grow your brand, you're also running a business, the day-to-day of the business. So it can be quite challenging to balance those two.
All right, let's see both models. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time with. They look lovely. They look lovely. I beg, do you have to be 6 feet plus to wear?
No, of course not.
Because these beautiful ladies are, but their heights, I probably thought I can't stand near them. I won't stand near them. But it's for all sizes, right?
Yeah, of course,
you have stuff that caters for all sizes.
Yes, I do. Cater
Wonderful.
up to size 18, 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
how does size 18 look like? What size are they?
So they are 6 and 8.
6 and 8.
Yes.
So 18 is like. Winfrey, what's your size?
Winfrey should be 8'10".
Winfrey, what's your size? I'm asking for size for the. Okay, but thank you so much. It's
Thank
been a
you so
pleasure.
much.
And keep doing what you're doing. More grace to your elbows.
Thank
All right,
you
that's
very
it on
much.
fashion. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. The second lap of the show is coming right up.